So I wanted to disapprove the MC who said I only know Wasinja.
Kumuswenya abantu mwamabere ruha mwaverera mwamave nenzara nebyosi ebitsigwe bilweho nari karangera inyani ahwati.
And I'm happy that there is no water for this meeting.
Ati echebuya keibasa harima etse werinywa.
And there is no transport refund.
Se harine ne senti skiva suvyai.
Because this is our problem, we need to look for the solution. And as a believer, I know there is where you say, if there is any problem, we go into fasting and prayers. So for us to find a solution, let us fast today and we pray and we get a solution. And I can tell you, we are not going to think about time. If you begin escaping, we shall deploy it behind. So that all of us, we remain here, we pray, we fast until we find a solution. But all in all, I'm not going to take long. My work has been made very easy. I'm just going to make a summary of already what has been said. And because if you hear, we may be repeating ourselves, but when you see us repeating ourselves, then it means we are all thinking in the same line. Because at the end of it all, the way forward that we are going to come out with, it will be from us. We will own it. So for this mobilization, Abataka, we must accept that there is a growing insecurity in our community. But this growing insecurity that is between the cultivators and the cattle keepers can be managed. I have been here for 2 years, and those are so many seasons of cultivation. We have never had this conflict to this extent. So why now? What is going wrong? Why were we able to manage last year and the previous year, and this time we are failing? I just want to remind ourselves that we have quite a number of security issues in Kasese that we should focus our attention to. And not this one which we can manage. Today all the security officers are here, the political leaders are here to handle this. I and you, we are aware that every day we are attentive, we are very vigilant of the threats from the ADF. If ADF is not there, we are very alert of the Kirumira Mutima. And if that one is not there, we are waiting for floods. And if floods is not there, we are waiting. We are on Ebola. And countrywide Kasese is one of the key points which is being monitored nationally because of vulnerability of Ebola.
And omuchu omuhangeri osirie Uganda Kasese bahirire kwa mes hawe bitsubu nembera Kasese yituremo.
And if Ebola is not there, soon we are going to get Marburg. So you can see the wars we are fighting. So today, if there is any information now of ADF, all these commanders have to run away from here again. So Abataka, why can't we solve simple problems using the local leaders?
Bana vetro Abataka, ekikale kitu cha polisi emitwe na bebembe kyabahano erangiri twama uzaho butsumbu buno niki.
What we are talking about cannot be fought with the guns.
Ebitukaka na yako benusibyangarwanisibwa nembondwa.
It is not supposed to be handled solved by the RPC or the division commander.
Sibyanga unzibwaho regional police commander or the division commander.
Solutions are in your hands. And we need to put our egos, our mindset aside. Ourselves as one. And if we do this, I can tell you we will go far. Injuring animals is a criminal offense. So you can be arrested and taken to court straight away. Driving animals to people's gardens is an offense. So as we talk now, if you belong to any of that category, then you are a suspect. And you must be handled by the law. We are not going to be massaging people all the time. If we massage today, then tomorrow we must be biting. But as a good community, we believe that things, if they go wrong, we can still correct them and put right. Because we are able to coexist. But you must also know that animals cannot coexist with crops unless we put a what? A barrier.
In the betu muchimi and soro sibiangikarana neveremwa rondevulietria hiramoch hiramwe esiongo true. We must accept that the land that we are grazing on, the land we are cultivating on is too small. Ngokuba biri bwenyuma mutwalere kiminya muti ekistake kitukalisira yako. I
agree with my colleagues. Let us go scientific. The agriculturalists should be coming to the community to teach people that I have 1 acre. How many animals can survive on this 1 acre? So that if the land is small or is fit for this number of cattle, you reduce your cattle to that number. My colleagues have said, if you have more animals, why can't you sell them off? Why do you keep many animals and they begin dying because of poor feeding? And yet, if you keep 10 out of 50, you are able to raise the quality. I'll go and buy land elsewhere. And this is not only for cattle keepers, but also for cultivators. You may have 2 acres here, but you can still go and buy 2 more elsewhere. Because land is scarce. And we are suffering not that because we don't have money. We have money, but we don't want to use them for the right purpose. My colleague has given you the example. His Excellency has been moving from Paris to Paris teaching people. Sitting under the tree and teaching people on how we can maximize the small portion of land that we have. Many of us attended. But what did we learn from that trip? Gone are the days you will be proud by telling the world that you have 100 acres and yet you are sleeping without food. I am happy the chairperson of the cattle keepers, you are trying to look for a solution. And that is a good approach in building a positive community. Because when we accept that we have done something wrong, that is the beginning of the solution. But this should not be a habit. Let us find a solution that unites all of us together. We should also encourage the intermarriage. And you see, when you go into this, the solution starts from the bed. Because the wife will tell the husband the animals of the in-laws have destroyed our crops. Why can't we look for a quick solution before running to security? And you find you have solved the problem. Instead of somebody running with pangas to cut the animals, we say, okay, let me call my in-laws and then we talk about it. Let's look for positive solutions to problems. We always cry to our leaders that they are not coming in to help. But I want to tell you the solution starts with us here. I am happy one of the pillars for the kingdom is mindset change. So let us change our minds.
Tuhendule emibere yetu etukalinkanira yamu.
One time I was following the retired Archbishop Luku Rombi was preaching.
Chero chomabini anahulikirire Emeritus Roko Rombi akatebezia.
Then he said, sin does not exist anywhere. Sin is in our mind.
Atimwebu ati echibi sikire handri hosi echibi chiri omuwalengi kanietu.
This is the workshop, this is the factory of the sin. It comes from the mind.
Angu obwongo bwa turundi obwawo nobwawo bukaleta echibi erichikola mu chibi.
The mind is the workshop for wrongdoing.
Obwongo bwawo bukatsuka rundi bukakolera wamu echibi abukwa mu chikasukira.
So let us change our minds.
Nawe chutuhendule embera sya ebiringikani byetu. Akaunzerera,
I want to encourage that let us not take law onto our hands.
Akauzeni awatu tuihemu eritwalera ero byomuki byomubyara byetu.
Crops, animals have destroyed crops. Let us use the right approach. We get these animals, hand them over to the relevant authority.
Esiondesi amendo mu byalya byawo byomuntu wosihambe rundi werakire omubalemi nuko bakoli kitrolere kandi kiri omubiraero.
Don't pick the panga and cut the herdsman.
Wolekerini ekipanga utikate mumulisya.
Because now they will charge you of murder and yet the other one will be charged with a lighter offense.
Ewe wamayate moluka mwiti ukeyiba beko omusangu munene kandi olya wiwo omusangu eni munyolunyo.
So let us respect the law. You already have all these are your leaders. Let us report in time.
Tusikaye kiraero tukolesa yawe membeto obutru wete erangiri ntoma koro kubetsebo ebetru wete.
So you should be able to coordinate with these commanders for timely information and respond.
Mukoragane nabebembetyabe kiserikali obomo wete mubahi amakuru awe betsiwe bomo wete omubutuku bweruba hamabye kyamabya.
And we want to pledge any indiscipline will be handled with a iron hand.
Ati akanze babwira eribaraganisya angwa hakebya aba tautre discipline among us who now.
Ngeso.
Indiscipline among us
The parties.
Okay, angwa mulinywa hosi akanze baraganisya angwa hakebya mo obutrasikangania bakebikikoraku ngokukerero kitrolere.
And after this, we are going to organize other meetings, specifically with the leaders of the pastoralists, the leaders of the cultivators, so that we are able to talk more. So I want to thank you for this endurance. I've seen all of us very committed.
Kandi akarangire ndebitwama birikanye kandi ebikiro mu rukikoro no bikereta obuhoro omukikaro kino.
We pledge as security to do our part, and for us we work as a team.
Akabaranisa yanga bebyo bwerende atitwe omulemo wetu tukekora omubuhikire kandi tukakoragana nga ngetimu ngo.
We also appeal for timely reporting in case of any insecurity.
Kandi ni abasaba tumuye mukaleta amakuru omuruba.
Please, when you hear these officers cannot be everywhere.
Hakuko abaserikali aba
kana balitwaire balikwaka omba kabale kansa Franco kumumai na mwene wa butembo kumumai na mwene wa butembo hatu baligulize balimara stiro bamazira kuzo hatu nibende akwa tumanye twine mali bagulize hatu nibende bamtsene niyatero mutano na la polisi ngete sikume rubatu hatu mazira guze hatu nibenda kuko tito mukole hati college district twete katuskani tukambira so central government ekiki umwaka gumu bachimaze myaka 10 president Museveni akamutinge miru bachimaze myaka 10 President Museveni akamitinga emirundi kamukaaga tumugambira college tukamusaba district tobundi kisokutuyamba neka tutuyi manya katola ngwite tusomere kugirema abakonzo aba omukonzo kubanza kuba administrative akabasomere kugenda baza kama ina atuine kamiso tine batawu kala tine ba chairman fa hamu ngubali district council any degree hamu asoka chairman fa kama ile kutukwatira hukumu ekatumeka kabona Rede yena na program excellence tubena twesika pa akafanya baki genzele kira hatu mwafiha mu bwino guteriyo tegiriza ejo na yalisiye enough joka masuma na hanta ilenzu bagano ngo tukabule hati nda tahuti era kantua nuro tuana na bane sazi no kutwala dikole katika bahenze ngi baruka hati bagurukire masere kono muro takana rwabiri yawe bambingiye hata gakire ya bakamukuriyetinga nguno mukama wesi yone na weki ni sawa kukole report bra mwendo msongora kurakurane muyiho sango murolo bwire ngucya akavuga kulitema niyo nakuze ntati cyo kina kile mtu alikuwa abi nkozera mwizo wanje akoseze milioni 10 ndumuntu atakwitegereza kutafa eki chole kado kitata babiri mulito bagire mu field habwe bya masomero nebindi chonge chikuru nyongo ndizo kusima abantu bakasese abantu bamagombora ganya kuri mu kichweka kinu habo kwikirizo kwija mu rukurato runo yito tukabanza twatunga urukurato rwaitu nga executive obutuhurire abantu banyakatonze abalimi na balisa barukwatagana kubi twagamba nangwa tukwija kwikirize binte okugumizamu kiro cheje tubere twina ba security district security committee na bakuru abandi ntubaza ya bintu nibyo bimu twekiraniza na RPC na abantu twagamba twija kwija hano kiro kino nicho twaija nuko tolengo kutsero mubazi ogukwija kuleta abantu bakaseze tukaba tuli muntu omwe nienda kubamanyisa nti nyowe bunaizire mu butegeki 2021 ekintu kinabandizo okukora nkagamba nyowe nienda kugamba abantu bakaseze tubo muntu tuyemwa kasororo mu nganda tuyemwa kasororo manya noruganka tuyemwa kasororo mu madini nienda kusima ruhanga ekintu eki tuliyo nitukwatira kandi nicho turoko kandi no mubwiro obu nicho nyo nakozere na amani mungani ntamo executive yangu abani kabayiha mu nsozi abani nabayiha kuno honorable ham tukakora nawe al secretary for production twayiko bwire na muha obwa vice chairperson wa Kasese district kandi nienda kumusima ngo muntu 2021 wakagukana guhuwa twatunge bizibu ngabeno mu kichweka cha hali ni muheta bata honorable sana kagongo tukatunga urukurato rwabataka na abalisa na balimi na chairman owabalisa tukamweta yajayo bakaba hikire habwire obukutemangana aboko omuntu yatwaraga enta zita mu musiri kandi nuwo mu yapangisizo omuntu kwija kulima mu musiri twabichondoza twagamba mulekera echo mugisa murungi ruhanga katukwasa bayikiraniza baitu kandi ngaguma nintunga report bali kujuma hamu mbwaliyo na yekwatanisa na balimi akanto kaguma nikeja mpora hata na bintu bitandikire nagamba ntobundo osoba kusanga beti osoba kusonga hamu abantu baliyo ni bagamba munubu bari kubaletera balimi ninyenda kubasaba echo kwikara hamu ekikatebwaho ruhanga akatuhanga omukazi no museja tarahangira musongora tarahangira mukonjo nangwa akatuhangi twena tuli muntu wako kuyao mubwira mwa moyo aikire bakabombekero munara hata munara bugwa balemere gwagwa hasi oni yagamba mukama wangu oni yagamba titata oni yagamba show hata ingana nubu za koraji zaija beiti twena tukaba tuli muntu wako na bweki nienda kubasaba tugaruke ha drawing board twikiranize omulimi no mulisa tuli muntu wako kandi omukonjo no musongora munyabindi muchimbwe muchi tuli muntu wako ninyenda kubagambira mazima garo mukigambirege nyu muinamu abakonjo ni mazima tukaja Kampala emyaka 3 enya kuhoire twagenda mu Ministry of Internal Affairs twasangayo kano kambere ibara lyo mukonjo betwa kale musongora why nikimanyisa tuli muntu kandi nyenda kubasobora abantu ba mukama kobe mugaiga koba nogamba oli munaku itwena tuli bagaiga bokuba ruhanga katwe engaro yatwa maisha yatwa na magezi kwiraho ngokoro kubikozesa biri kuletera bizibu ohurira bakuru ne bagamba ha mindset change ninyera abantu bakasesa abantu banyakatonza abantu banyakyum abantu njwena turuge habintu byo kutekereza mbubayisengurito ngo kubakozere ibintu nuko bakubikara kiro kino na nyenja na imperi na kirukiri ebiti bicyakora mbugo kubikaba biri kara na kara nuko biriba ebiro nebiro amina ebibusayo ebintu nibigera bihinduka mu mirembe uwo buli borabo kana otunga enti 10 hata tukiasoba kutunga 10 twene na mbero la sisiza ngo kubasoborwi so nimba saba nohura omukungo wetu president Yoweri nagamba hafo eka modo naba na kimanyambo musi muno taro omuntu akwiye kutunga itaka eliya hiki 10 no kweyongerayo betu minimum ya 4 acres osobo kuzitunga kandi nyenda kubagambira harumu nabantu ataina nahika betu 4 acre modo nabatange cyokuroraho niyenda kusima president wetu kabo kuguma na tuhabura kandi no kurora aba maherundi abasirikale yabatamwengeso kandi baba professional wahure bakugamba hano ngo wire wakara bakubera batandikire no kubatere mboko baitu bariyo ne batugambe kitusemerero gukora nuko tubeho kurungi nye ekiro kino na nyenja na ijwe so ninyenda kubasima abasirikale abanyakuru hano mwebale okuba professional abo kuba hati ine ne mutuyamba itu ababembezi okuramba abantu beitu twaba abamu kandi tukore kintu kiki nabwe kinyenda kubasaba muturani twenda kugobora mu government eno ya Museveni nimba saba tutunge engeso let's respect each other let's respect our leaders kandi turora mutwakora ngo kuba kutuhabura ebyo obukugamba ito tukazara mu myaka yenyuma tukulire hano nuko kwenda gukora byeto mu mulingo ekitiri kujya kuyamba this is abantu abarukwenda kutunga ebyo kora bulira bamu nitugamba mu musomere twine na za degree osoboka kubo ine degree beto muntu ateine degree aina ngo kwa kuplaninga ebintu bye na kusinga kandi ekindi kintu kwenda kubasobora itaka ngo kubagambira bakuru tiri kweyongera kwihawo itu ntweyongera nikimanyisa twino kuroa ngo kusoba kwikara ntukozisi itaka itaito lye tuline mu mulingo gwikire nobora tunga district 10 kasese kasinywera numu muri mukicweka kimurumu hatu buturamara kutunga district abatale basongora ntujya kubabinga hano abokubo tubakutunga no we shall still remain nabo so no barakwa district ya Karuga hano kagena negenda manya negarukira nka noja kusangayo abantu abandi barumu nabandi bajya kwijya babeyongere so ndikijya kwikara kiri kimu kakuba tutasaramu kwikiraniza tukakora hamwe so nyo mukusaba kwanyu nimba saba twikiranize omulisa gumeho no muhinji arukulima mu musiri na wagumeho why oyende byokulya yoni nyende nyama na mata ndabwe kitwena oni na yenondi so twino kugumaho okurambu twaba abamu ekya kabiri nyenda kubasaba ebi bisobere tibisobora gukora kirundi iwo kugenda kwalisiza musiri gwange na nyonkeja na temente yawo ogutiba kitikine mugaso abo kuba those are two bad things. Two wrong things cannot make right, not at all. And you are not supposed to be a magistrate in your own case. Hato maziro kusangola soveza iziro konone mere yao no gamba no gitem ati nikimanyisa wakora nga magistrate iwo warawo sangire nanga izire ya yonone ebyo kulya byao jikwate ogende mu bobulemi kuyihawo na nyoni insaba balemi wora bagiresera jikwasire muhereze audience otamutinisirizo kamutera hanyuma ukamuya ento kazitwara habo kuba no yenda kuvuza buze ki exhibit naiwe omuntu owent borano manya mbogezere wa yonone omusiri gwabandi engage that person in negotiation mwikiranize murole che mwahikaho bitu atale kugamba abo nyo nyine ente zanga abo kuba iwe ino musiri byabo byo musiri tibine mugaso ekiti kwijja kutuyamba. Let's respect each other. Ni nsaba police mwebale muno mutungire complaint erukuruga mu balimi bakakusobora go there and witness. Bitu hata abamu ndibagamba ne babatera masimu nibaika na mbere muri bunyu instead of kujayo ni mwanga. Bitu hakuba hazoka mbo haro ente bagitemere ne sate kuwa mutakayikire. Lakini kimanyisa bali nibetegereza mu bundi tumukubagonza nibategereza mu mwine side. Bitu mukurugira mu byana mubaza hano for you are neutral, yours is to keep peace okuranga abantu bakumatule hamwe. Nabwo ekini yenda kubasaba nayo borabo tire simu tebakwija kwirukira omuntu nawe asoboka kuba yaburu minzi yo kwija kwika. So nabo manyo tagira mbo bakugenderire hata bamwe babere bajarere abyo bembezi bakasese tubakufu habalimi abantu baliyo ne batemangana mara nini kandi kunu tubere tukora neke kurata. That's why even this meeting has come tuizire nuko tusero mubazi aboko bani tumanya chairman 5 ba honorable councillors manya no niturukwija kumara biro ebintu bino nibimaroha abantu babiki omulimi no mulisa abokuba ninywe mukwatwaho kandi ninyo murukumanya kukusobola kurabanga nabo. So nimba sana boraba oine enti nambero okulisiza wasanga tusa chokora lenga okoragana na banywane bawo murole hati nyo mukasalamu land yona yaba communal land and that's very dangerous. Abokuba communal land neberi yabona kandi chabantu bona it is to whom to may concern niba kitine order. So nyowe kinani nsaba once government bwera marira ebyero byo kurambo ebya mataka babimaliriza let the abamuhumuza mwikiranize mumanye hamu nagarukira nanga nagarukira hari so that buli muntu amanaging his piece of land. Betu muragumizamu na communal land you will still continue getting problems. Yena kakora mistake na alikuwa mistake yinywe which is not the case. Na hata hanu ni manya Nyakatonzi muno. There are only 4 families that are confusing you. Abarukugena bakalisiza mu misiri yabandi. Abandi bona barungi tibene tabu. Tinkuja kubabaza kandi nimba manya nabamu balamu ndio nimbarora. So ekikuru cyo kugamba nikira. Twikirize tukoragane turole mwe byo kunanka kutayihereza mande bitinisa tubireke abo kubitona tule muntu mpa omu nawecho ni nsaba musi yenu there is nobody who is above the law. Itwena twine biragiro tugenderaho leka have said ono tashoboka kuntere entomi kagarunga ngamba nkamukwata na nyonka mutera nkamuleta nkamutema ogu nimba ngwiri ogu bwara tire entomi na kura na sasa ngene na mbere iri obusobozi balenkese ngo kubakwija kutuleta hamu tuka gonjore byaitu tukaba kuruma byote byo kugamba munoja kwe marira noja kulete kizibu hani yenda kubasaba boraba no manyo yini itaka ningwesegereza boraba osaziremo kulipangiso muhinji omwe kitinisa ki betu borali ulipangiso muhinji amaziro kwa sendi wozitere musawo kandi kwagarukero kagero kalisiza mu musirigwe nobo kozere kintu kibi nayo barano manyambo okapangisa season yehoyire watunge bizibu nibyebe hapo cyo tareko kupangisa umusiri ogukasero gundi obunyakuri safe hapo kwa njija kuletera omuntu gwabusa. So my prayer is we must coexist kandi tuino kuguma hamu come rain come shine usawo noma asoba kutiha mukasesi tena tule bantu bangaha bakasesi yenda kumalira hano na mbere tuli aroro ruhandikire barua kadhandikira ruhanga atinyo mpange onte Nyakatonzi na aroro ruhandikire barua atinyo mpange mbe mukonjo na ukayesanga oli mukonjo wayesanga oli musongora habokubo kakura mbaka go musongora kakuba hamwazaro mwanawe achali mutu kamuhenga mutwana kakure wana naja kuba mukonjo. So ekitu kugamba nikia we are all one mwikirize intitwera tuli muntu omu ebyo kugamba nanga aliburanka nanga ebi nibirugira antegeka ya ruhanga. So twino kora ekya ruhanga arukwenda kugamba mugonzangane. The moment we love each other busaho no arukwija kurwanisa mugenzi nicho rukora nyowe obwebembezi bwake kandi yenda kusima abantu ba Nyakatonzi n'abantu bakunu nywena mukampo bururu abokuba mukampo bururu tindi musongora ndi mukonjo betu mukarora emirimo yange dukora neterukija kurwanisa abantu betu leta abantu hamwe kandi mbasaba tugumizemo tugumene turora omuntu wogu uturatu wa muhereza yaja kutukoraki tikiri kirungi okwija kuguma tukora blame game iwo nogamba aho gunu walemewe ogunu ateki kirkwija kutuyamba itwena buturawo twine kizibu tweto rukuratu twikale ngo kutwikara hati tumalirize na hati ni hera naja kuruga mu rukuratu runo ni maya okuruga kiro kino buharaba haroho ente yaja mu musiri gwo muntu muikeranize bitayika na gombora